Okay, everybody, what is going on? Let's get right to the point here and talk about the thing. The thing is, Blizzard Entertainment announced their first new universe for a video game in 17 years. You guys should make different stuff every once in a while, maybe. But actually, it's a first-person shooter, which is totally different from anything Blizzard's done before, which I didn't see that coming. I couldn't have predicted that. What I did see coming was that everybody would compare it to Team Fortress 2. You have a new FPS game? Well, no, that's just like TF2. That game's a first-person shooter. You remember Brink? No, nobody remembers Brink, but if you did, you'd remember that everyone said it looked just like TF2 because you had classes and you had guns, and that was about it.
I'll be watching over you.
Yeah, sure, this time though, Overwatch actually does look heavily TF2 inspired. We're going with inspired. Final Combat was a ripoff. This isn't a ripoff. This isn't Candy Crush. This isn't Ninja Fishing. This isn't $1,000 for an ice cream. There is a pretty big difference between this and a true ripoff. I mean, there are some similarities. There's a teleporter that you get to plop down. There's medkits on the map, which is a huge deal to me for some reason. Apparently having medkits on the map is just... not enough FPS games are really caring about positioning and health, I guess. The name of the game modes they've announced so far are control points and payloads, so probably the closest thing actually is there's a guy who legitimately builds level 3 sentries out of 200 scrap. He's clearly just, like, very obviously the engineer, but because it's Blizzard and he builds things, yeah, just make him a dwarf. And you know, if we go back to the teleport girl, she can put down mini sentries. She has, she can put down 6 of them, actually. Fuck you, Blizzard. Nah, alright, okay, that actually does bring up one really important point on one of the key differences between Overwatch and TF2. Overwatch is heavily emphasizing making new characters over making new weapons to give to old characters. You know, this guy, this dwarf man who builds sentries, that's all he's ever gonna do. He's not gonna get a new weapon that lets him build teleporters later. That's the other chick, that's what she does. And that's great, that's perfect. It makes so much sense, I can't believe no one else has really done it yet on the scale that I'm sure Blizzard wants to do it here. Perfect example. How many times have you killed a spy in TF2 and thought, did he have a dead ringer? I don't know, he can wear like 6 different watches, I don't know which one it was, because the spy can be any number of different things. But no, in this game, if you see this spider chick, she has a sniper rifle. If you see Mitsurugi from Soul Calibur, he has a bow. You don't need to guess if he has a sniper rifle, you don't need to guess if he has a razorback and figure that out right when you get up behind him. They just always have those abilities, and that makes it so much easier to balance. Makes it so much clearer to players, and you don't need to nerf individual things. You can really tweak an entire character and make it exactly what you want to make something new and original work. Going back to the dwarf, by the way, not saying your name, you're dwarf from now on. Yeah, he has 200 scrap to build his sentry and whatever else he does, but the other lady who builds teleporters and mini sentries, that's just on a timer. She doesn't have scrap at all. It's completely changed the characteristics of what that person does, because it's a different character. You could do anything.
Shield engaged.
So am I excited for Overwatch? Yeah, kinda. I mean, there's a lot of cool things you could do with a setup like that. A character is always more awesome and fun than a new weapon. Even a very poorly designed character that says something really stupid like time to reap is cooler than getting a new SMG. I don't identify with that. It's a piece of metal. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm still skeptical. Blizzard could completely ruin this entire idea. That's more than plausible. They've never made an FPS game before, but I'm optimistic. Even Valve with TF2, they're like a hardware company now. Valve makes Steam and controllers. They seem to care about that more than making games. Blizzard has just always made games. It's something new and fresh. We could potentially have 7 more golden years of Overwatch before they decide to add bumper cars to it. And yeah, you know what? This game is still new and fresh, even though it does borrow greatly from TF2. That doesn't happen often, and Blizzard is just Blizzard. It's exciting. People play Blizzard games just because they're Blizzard games. One of the most popular esports right now is a card game, because Blizzard made it. So yeah, no, this could totally be a really great thing for FPS games. I don't know about top esport, most competitive game, popular, crazy thing, but it's definitely a good thing. You can't deny that. Blizzard seems to really care about their communities right now. They haven't completely automated all community interaction, so that's a plus for me. They had it at BlizzCon, but I haven't played it yet. That doesn't mean you shouldn't nerf Symmetra. She looks like bullshit. Do it anyway. Trust me, it'll work out. And if things aren't super casual and you don't have to like press a button to rocket jump and fly for all the characters, then maybe we could have something really cool here. I don't know what you guys think. You're probably gonna let me know, but I'm gonna go now. So this is where the video ends. Like right now. It's ending. Get out. Go.